said that she hate me, I hate me too. I can always tell when you're lying, girl, you're see-through. All these miles away, yeah, I just wanna see you. Baby, give me.
Nicknamed the Pink City due to its red brick buildings that appear to turn pink under the sun's rays, the southwestern metropolis of France is much more than just a stopover on the map. The city, with 1,000 secrets, sprawls along the meanders of the Garonne. Welcome to Toulouse, where every street corner, every building, every centuries-old church conceals a story waiting to be revealed. Today, we invite you to delve into the soul of the Pink City and take you with us to explore its secrets and architectural wonders. Place Saint-Pierre is an iconic hub of student nightlife. Although it's not a traditional square, its friendliness, panoramic views, and lively atmosphere makes it a must-visit for anyone seeking entertainment and culture in the Pink City. From this square, you can access the Henri Martin Promenade, which is a pedestrian pathway located in the capital district. Some enjoy views of the river, while others engage in water skiing. The promenade has been named after a Toulouse painter since 1984. From here, you can admire the Saint-Pierre Bridge. It serves as an iconic link between Place Saint-Pierre and the Hospital de la Grave. Originally constructed in wood between 1849 and 1852, this bridge was a toll passage for pedestrians and horseback riders. You can also see the new bridge from here. In 1927, the bridge underwent a major transformation, evolving into a suspended metal structure known for its architectural beauty. A new 240-meter-long bridge was erected in 1987 to replace its predecessor. After crossing the bridge, we arrive at Dôme de la Grave. This is one of the most photographed buildings in the city, recognizable day and night thanks to its illuminated dome. It's part of the Hôpital de la Grave, founded in 1197 to accommodate plague victims. The construction of the chapel began in 1758 and was completed in 1845, with significant work done to strengthen its structure. The chapel has been classified as a historical monument since 1978 due to its distinctive architecture and its role in the city's history. A few meters away, we spot a very pleasant place where we'll return later for an evening by the water. But for now, we continue our visit in the direction of Galerie Le Château d'Eau, exhibition and documentation center dedicated to photography. Located in a former water tower built in the early 19th century, the Galerie Le Château d'Eau was founded in 1974 by the Toulouse photographer Jean Dieuzède. Outside, there is a small garden where you can sit after your visit. The center has evolved to also become a public municipal library in 2020, offering a very rich specialized collection in photography.
Some say I'm unwell, but I don't care. Oh, I swear.
We cross a new bridge to reach the city center and continue our journey to Couvent des Jacobins.
Disagree. the circumstances, not me. Who has got the time? Not me. I'm a gazelle, always running, adrenaline in every blood cell. Some say I'm unwell, but I don't care. Oh, I swear I don't care. Don't care. Kill the lights I'm out, or kill the noise, or do without me.
This is a jewel of medieval art, housing a unique church with its double nave.
Adrenaline in every,
The life of the religious community revolved around the cloister,
but I don't.
refectory, chapter house, and the funerary chapel adorned with paintings.
I don't care.
While it appears austere and massive on the outside, the church surprises with the lightness of its vaults and its interior brightness. It draws from Gothic art, with its intricate vaults and tall windows. The cloister garden remains a true haven of peace in the heart of the city. And we are fortunate to enjoy the exhibition La Fabrique de l'Opéra du Capitole, where nearly 150 exceptional pieces are displayed in a spectacular and immersive scenography. Among these treasures, you can admire costumes from the Nutcracker as well as the extraordinary staircase from Walkiri, and impressive wigs designed by Christian Lacroix for un ballo in Machera. It's also an opportunity to delve into a lesser-known period of the history of the convent, which housed the workshops of the Capitole National Opera from 1954 to 1981 in the former refectory. Here, you will find various aspects of the creative process, from artistic direction to production workshops, painting, sculpture, blacksmithing, sewing, along with the roles of set designer and engineering office. The visit is fascinating, and it's the perfect chance to get a glimpse behind the scenes of the Capitole National Opera and discover what leads up to the magic of the show. Leaving this quiet place, we decide to wander through the charming streets and alleys of the city, where we admire the architecture.
We're going on.
we even have the surprise of discovering a half-timbered house. Without a doubt, strolling through the city is a real pleasure for our eyes. We arrive at the Museum of Old Toulouse. Founded in 1907, it's located in the Hôtel du Mai, a private mansion from the late Renaissance. It offers a journey through time with thematic rooms dedicated to the history and culture of the city. You can explore the evolution of Toulouse, its ancient institutions, the artistic life of the 19th century, local artists, and discover collections of local ceramics, as well as a glimpse into costume and popular life in the early 20th century. It's a place that allows you to delve deep into the rich and varied heritage of Toulouse. A few meters away, we discover the famous Place du Capitole. It's also known in Occitan as Plaça dei Capitoli. Towards the end of the 17th century, the first plans for a royal square emerged. The gradual transformation of the square truly began in the early 18th century. The construction of its monumental facade, involving the best local artists of the time, took place at that time. In the 19th century, the square took its current form with the construction of the south, north and west sides in the neoclassical style between 1809 and 1852. It has been a protected site since 1943. One of the most iconic symbols of the Occitan cross, which is a Greek cross with 4 arms, ending in 3 balls, totaling 12 balls. As this cross is a symbol of Christianity, the 12 balls traditionally referred to the 12 apostles. In 1995, the square was decorated by the sculpture painter Raymond Moretti. He then imagined a work based on the number 12 because he couldn't represent the 12 apostles in front of the town hall due to the emerging concept of secularism. So, the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 months of the year, and the 12 hours of the day were represented. We leave the square to go to the Basilique of Saint-Cernin. It was built at the end of the 11th century to house the relics of Saint Saturnin. The Basilica, with its imposing architecture and 260 Romanesque capitals, is an exceptional example of Southern Romanesque art. It was classified as a historical monument in 1840 and listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site as a major stop on the route of St. James Way in France. It remains the most visited monument in the city, not only for its grand architecture, but also for the 128 relics it houses, making it the church in France with the largest number of relics.
This nighttime feels like an hour. Touchdown. The night service cowboy. Looking back to anyone just call. Your night service cowboy. Closing down once and for all. The night service cowboy. Looking back at anyone just call. Your night service cowboy. Closing down once and for all. Ain't waiting around now.
A little change of ambience as we head toward the Japanese Garden, a haven of serenity in the heart of the district. As lovers of green spaces, we can't miss visiting this garden, classified as a remarkable garden in France. Covering an area of 7,000 square meters, its history dates back to 1981 when Pierre Baudy, then mayor of Toulouse, fulfilled his dream of creating this garden. Inspired by his travels, especially the garden in Dublin, he wanted to offer the people of Toulouse this peaceful corner. And we can say he succeeded. Harmony reigns here, with a mineral garden, a genuine red wooden bridge connecting a paradise island. Its influences harken back to the gardens of Kyoto, created between the 14th and 16th century. Isolated by curtains of greenery and a hill, the garden invites meditation. This landscape gem houses a dry garden, adorned with a crane island, a turtle island, and 9 rocks. There is also a lake, a tea house, and a garden planted with a dry waterfall, stepping stones, lanterns, and red bridge. In these surroundings, we also discover a bust of Master Taishan Deshimaru, who played a key role in the development of Zen dojos in France in the 1970s. Night is falling, and we decide to head to the Cathedral of Toulouse. Its roots are lost in the mist of time, with its earliest traces dating back to 1071. The architecture of the cathedral is unique, resulting from a blend of architectural elements from various eras. It's built on the foundations of a 3rd century chapel constructed by Saint Saturnin and later rebuilt by Saint-Exupère. It appears to be a church in perpetual transformation, an unfinished cathedral reflecting the numerous revisions and additions over the ages. Inside this exceptional cathedral, you will discover a unique fusion of architectural styles. The Remondin nave, with its imposing vaults, is a prominent example of Southern Gothic architecture. On the other hand, the radiating choir exudes an aura of the Gothic styles of Île-de-France. Incredible thing, the Gothic nave is surrounded by 15 pentagonal chapels, vaulted in the late 13th century. We won't go into details, as there are so many details to observe and things to learn. And we leave you to contemplate this cathedral tour just as we did for a long time. A guided tour is also available for the visit. Direction Place Saint-Georges. In the 16th century, this place was a gathering spot for popular assemblies and public executions. Today, the square has been renovated and features markets and shops. A playground with a wooden dragon was also added in 2021. It's now time to head back to the other side of the Garonne to conclude our evening. We walk along Rue d'Alsace-Lorraine and pass in front of the Musée des Augustins, which is the Fine Arts Museum of Toulouse. As planned, we arrive at the Porte de la Viguerie, where we will enjoy a drink and some tapas by the banks of the Garonne. See you soon for new discoveries.